So if this is true, this is big news. It means that Rachel Zegler finally has done something good. Disney is halting the production of live action remakes after the failure of the Snow White, the movie, of failure of Snow White at the box office. And I came in with, if she did something good for once, her most memorable role. I mean, obviously not just her, but people have just been getting tired of the live action remakes. The fact that uh, they wanted to use full grown people to play the dwarves was another thing. And instead of being dwarves, they're magical companions. Now people were still trying that photo that you saw. They're like, oh well, those people were going to be shrunk down, and no, they confirmed that what you saw is what you got. That those were the dwarves. Those were the magical companions. That's why they had to go back and CGI dwarves in, because they had no intention on shrinking people down with CGI or, you know, different shots and angles. No, what you saw was 7 people, one of them only being a small person, and the rest were normal size. That was what we were gonna get. And then they were like, oh well, it was in the movie a group of bandits or whatever. It's like, no, Disney outed themselves. They outright said that that's what it was. That it was going to be, those were the dwarves. I mean, people were trying to keep like justifying and sticking up for Disney when they outright said, yeah, you're right. That was what we were going for, and that's why they had to go back and CGI dwarves in. Between that, Peter Dinklage, uh, it was just a cacophony of shit. But obviously, Rachel Zegler was the prime suspect of where things went wrong. Bashing the 1937 original, um, the things she's tweeting out, and as always, free Palestine, saying that she hopes Trump and his supporters never know peace, calling people, people are racist because they don't. So she is the biggest offender. But apparently they're gonna stop. We know that they halted Tangled, which good, because I have a feeling that they would have chosen, like, what's her name, Cynthia Rivio or whatever, the black chick in Wicked. She would have been Rapunzel, black and bald. Rapunzel was gonna be black and bald. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Bitch, I don't got no hair. Movie's over, I guess. Um, but yeah, I mean, people were about Lilo and Stitch, but people apparently wanted Lilo and Stitch, and I mean, Stitch at least looks good CGI wise. People were complaining that certain characters are either not represented correctly or not there or whatever it is. I remember with the casting, they're like, "Oh, the characters in the movie are dark, but these actors aren't dark. They're not dark enough." So their skin color is dark. They're just not dark enough for you. They're Hawaiian. They're not black. If that's what you're going for. They're not black. They're Hawaiian. They've got tans, and sometimes tans are browner, but they're not going to be black. I mean, you could probably, but like you would have to stay in the sun for a very, very long time. But they're not dark enough. Coming from the same people, like, oh, why does it matter if Snow White isn't white? It's just a movie. It's fiction. But then people are complaining, oh, the people in Lilo and Stitch, they're not dark enough. Why does it matter? It's just fiction. That's why these people should never be taken seriously. They can't even stick to the rules that they're the ones who are setting. Um, they'll never stop making them until they begin losing money. 3 to 4 years ago, the films were getting bad, but they weren't box office failures, so they didn't care about listening to what the audience wanted. Eventually, they'll realize that they need to fire the fat gay lesbians making their films. Hire straight white men, and you'll see a renaissance in Disney's greatness. I think they'll, I think they'll rethink the as soon as Lilo and Stitch remake. It's $1 billion. No, I mean having one good movie in just a library of failures. But then again, it's Disney and they're fucking stupid. I think they have like 4 brain cells between all of them. So I don't know. It's possible. It would be cool if she got Tron 3 canceled. Yeah, I don't think was anyone really clamoring for more Tron? All they have to do is put the old classics back in theaters, maybe touched up a bit. Yeah, digitally altered, like altered to look nice, nicer, upscaled and all that. Yeah. If it was between Snow White, the original 1937 classic, compared to the current Snow White, if you were to say we're gonna re-release Snow White, the original Snow White in theaters, touch it up a bit, make it look, bolder and more colorful, people would have no problem paying for it. You'd see, it'd be a moneymaker. The money would just print itself at that point. Thank you, Rachel. This is a good example of the power of voting with our money, with our dollars. Uh-huh. Finally, literally no one has been asking for live action remakes. Ever. We did it, Joe. The people have spoken. Stop being woke. An Easter miracle. Big thanks to Rachel. Not like I'm upset about it, but all they had to do was stay faithful to the original. That's literally it. Yeah. The evil is defeated. They finally notice, and it only costs them hundreds of millions, even more than that. By this point, look at me. I'm Snow White now. Are we finally going to stop with the fucking remakes that nobody wants now? No, it'll happen. Uchi's dead. Suckers. 2 words, real dwarves. Is that fucking Ben Shapiro as the evil queen? That's hilarious. Whoever selected the cast for the movie should be ousted from society. The Walk of Shame. Boo! Yes, that's totally the reason. Let's see if people are just Montezuma revenge. Oh my god. Or maybe the movie is awful. No, everyone's boycotted it because it's a bad movie. Yeah, it's not just conservatives. This woman managed to get everyone mad, even people on her own side. But of course, conservatives, Republicans are the only people you can constantly blame for anything. Conservatives hated because she was a woman who speaks her mind. Clearly, they don't know about wives. And leftists hated because genocide gal played a major role. And the middle wasn't interested because the movie is shit. Well, how about no one was interested because the movie was shit? We knew it was going to be shit before anything was even actually announced, before we knew Rachel Zegler was playing Snow White. We knew a live action Snow White was going to fail. Had nothing to do with anything else. We knew it was going to fail. And then when she comes out and starts bashing the 1937 original, starts saying that, oh, I hope Trump and his supporters never know peace. Starts with the whole free Palestine when her co-star was part of the Israeli army, and even if you don't like Israel or whatever, she should have enough common sense to not do crap like that. And as always, free Palestine. Like, how hard is it to just promote your movie and shut the fuck up? Because she did it. That free Palestine one, that was her coming out during, she said, rehearsal for Romeo and Juliet. She was like, oh my God, thank you for all the million views in 24 hours on the trailer. That's what she was doing. She was supposed to be thanking everyone for that many views on the Snow White trailer. But instead, she wanted to go one step further. And as always, free Palestine. All you had to do is thank people for watching the trailer. Say that, hey, I got to get back to Romeo and Juliet for rehearsals. And that would have been it. But no, you had to make it political. Maybe that's why people didn't like her. Not because she was an outspoken woman. Thank God. Please pay writers to make new stories. I get nightmares of live-action Zootopia. Oh, the furries will have a field day with that one, won't they? Moana live-action canceled? Probably. Yeah, that was another one. Moana. I think that was another one where they're like, oh, she's not dark enough. Or she's too light. They could have made a shot-for-shot remake and made billions of dollars each. Instead, they chose to politicize them. Disney writers, when they realize they have to come up with new ideas. But why stop now? Why not 20 years ago? Rachel is a hero for this. The thing is, for kids, Snow White was never loved. The dwarves were funny, but the tale dull. Snow. That's why they should make the Brothers Grimm version. Snow White herself, dull. Prince Charming, yawn. Tedious. They should just make it about the evil queen. Like, seriously. She's more interesting. Like, she's very over-the-top, flamboyant, extravagant, very dramatic. So, I'm like, they should have just gone with an evil queen. Like, Evil Queen, the origins, or some crap. Did we just win? Yes. Finally! If Disney wasn't racist pricks, this wouldn't have happened. Should I say epic moment on this? They'll start again if Stitch makes money. Thank you, Rachel. Thank God Almighty, so no Maleficent 3. Gal didn't really do anything. It was Rachel Zegler and more of Peter Dinklage than anyone. Gal Gadot didn't really say anything. I mean, she just kind of agreed with whatever freaking Rachel was saying when they were, like, together. But oh no, she represents a country that the left doesn't like, and that's really that's one reason. Not the fact that she was opening her mouth or talking politics, which I don't think she was. No, it's, oh no, she's part of a country we don't like. Dang, I bet it was a good movie. Good job, Rachel Zegler. You did something productive. Finally, some good news. Thank Christ. Thank you, Rachel. This is great news. Yeah, so most people are just like, you know what? Good. Good. Because quite frankly, people are just tired of live action remakes. There's no reason. I know Hercules was supposed to get a live action remake. I think we heard about it 2 years ago or something. But it was going to be a modern day Hercules type. Apparently, it's going to have like tech and all that, which is like, well, then it's not a remake. It's a reimagining, not a remake. Remake would be taking the original and just translating that to live action. But I haven't heard anything about that. Tangled's been canceled. Apparently, I don't know about Moana now. Lilo and Stitch is obviously still happening, but people are just tired of it. You know, they're taking movies from just like 10 years ago, which isn't that long. And they're like, hey guys, you know that movie from like 10 years ago? Because I know that feels like a million years. Yeah, we're going to take that movie and do a live action remake of it. No one's asking for it. Was anyone asking for a live action How to Train Your Dragon? I don't think so. Oh man, I can't wait for live action Kung Fu Panda. I know that's not Disney. I'm saying just live actions in general. Can't wait for live action Kung Fu Panda starring Jack Black. Jack Black is Poe. Um, but no one is asking for live action remakes. People are just remakes in general. People are just tired of it. It just shows how uncreative Hollywood really is. And people are like, you know what? I'm gonna waste my money in other things. Thank you for making it easier for me to do things this month because I'm not having to pay money for your stupid services or crappy live action remakes or I'm sorry, why is shiny Pokemon trending? Found a shiny Bagon in my Palooza after 3 phases. Well, grats. Grats. I don't... Finally! A shiny Blacephalon. Ferragato. Ooh, shiny Xerneas. Nice. Nice. A shiny Misdreavus. Misdreavus. Shiny Park Cadet. I think that's one of the newer ones from the newer game. Tink-a-tink. A shiny Kakuna. Kakuna Matata. Unfortunately, I've got to go slow because, you know, shiny Floragato. Oh, shiny Rowlet. I like Rowlet. Little shiny Dedenne. Very nice. Oh, so okay, so the person has a shiny Dedenne and a shiny Apom. Surdawoodo! Surdawoodo! Oh, Mareep and Celebi, two of my favorites. Blacephalon, I got Arceus, or Arceus, however you want to say it. Volcarona. Chikorita Totodile. Okay, well, at least I know it's not bad stuff. Sometimes you gotta go slow, because sometimes you see shiny Pokemon and you got some, like, new drawing or some woman with her, chest out, and like, would you like to catch me? So, you gotta be careful on Twitter. But anyway, thank you, Rachel Zegler. You have performed a huge public service, and we will never forget you. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.